it, or is it just you got to go out there and execute at some point?
No, I mean, defensively would have been the best way to slow down their offense. You know, John kind of mentioned that there was no slowing them down. Defense would have slowed them down. Wouldn't have stopped them. They took some good swings. We had some guys not throw as well as they're capable of. I don't know how Breedlove could have thrown the ball any better. Guy put a good swing on it. So again, not to take credit away from them, but we could have turned the fourth inning into a 2-run inning by getting over to cover the base, and then the sixth inning by turning it a double play, or maybe just kind of being able to edge out a play here or there could have changed that number as well. But they came back as we knew they would with their best punch and took some good swings. And again, on the defensive side and the pitching side, which those two are married together, we weren't as good as we needed to be.
Tough spot for AJ. What were you saying?
Yeah, I mean, he, technically jammed the hitter, but the guy was able to put it over our shortstop's head and get it in front of Bargo, and so he gets what he wants, RBIs out of the situation, and AJ doesn't. But from that point forward, I thought he threw the ball well. I think a ball or two got away for a hit by pitch. The double play ball was hit hard, but it was a double play ball. I mean, it's the SEC, balls are going to get hit hard, but I think more than anything, he was able to build his pitch count up a little bit and able to get past the whole where am I at in this whole thing, comeback thing, and trying to throw the ball through the wall. He just started to pitch a little bit and compete, and it was valuable for him, but it was also valuable for our team because obviously there's going to be bullpen innings that are needed tomorrow at some point.
What adjustments do you guys think you can make with 8 stolen bases today? What are you guys going to work on? Maybe throws down or faster releases?
Nothing. Peebles threw 2 guys out. We got a different starting pitcher tomorrow. So the other guy needs to get better at it, or he's not going to pitch.
I'm sure that ties into some, but what went wrong for Marcus from your guys' point?
I think again, if you're the A&M game, other than LSU, it's kind of been about 5-6 innings, 4 runs, and again, we're in the 4th inning. It's 4-2, and we didn't get over. It was kind of a quirky play. Vastine hit the base, hit the white base, and Fish was able to still maintain the play, and Vastine can run, but the inning got extended right there with the mistake, so it turned into the 5-run inning deal, and I think ultimately that kind of changes things a little bit down the road for how the rest of it all went too.
No stranger to these rubber games coming up. Is it pretty routine at this point? Anything need to be said that's different, or?
No, I think you better be ready for more of the same. What's going on this weekend is better be able to take blows and give blows. I mean, that's kind of going to be the deal. There's punches thrown back and forth. Last night, tonight, really good plays defensively. We've seen some guys that can pitch in the big leagues tomorrow on both sides. Both lineups now, both teams should be relatively familiar with. I mean, both of us have the capability of maybe altering a guy or two. But you show up to the park, you have fun during pregame, and there's no reason to stop having fun. It's baseball, you have fun during the game, but obviously it's a competition at the highest level where you're trying to finish the weekend on Sunday. That's why Sunday's an important day, and see what we get.
How frustrating is it, when you have 2 out hits there in the 5th, get a couple runs back, to have that 6th inning kind of go the way it does with you had dink hits, a couple errors, things like that?
Yeah, I mean, guys put the ball in play from their point. A couple guys could have made a pitch with either 2 strikes or just in general. Could have made a defensive play. Those are all couldas. We could have won 10-6 instead of them too if some things would have went different. So I think the bottom line is you got to turn the page from what went on today, and the sooner you start getting ready for tomorrow, the better. But yeah, clearly frustrating to have things spiral a little bit in a couple of those innings where you feel like you got things under control, and then it kind of turns into a hot mess.
I guess that's like the main thing that you like down in the dugout, the way that they continue to fight and get runs across the dish.
Yeah, I mean, the guy they had labeled as their closer didn't close the game, but he comes in the game and he's got good stuff, and take 2 really good swings out of the gate for the home runs, but there was also good at-bats after that, and a credit to their right fielder. He's in a good position to make the play, but also had to make, have a good first step and make a diving play. So, again, couldas aren't going to get us anything here, but if that ball gets down from Newey, we turn the lineup over, you got 2 base runners on, and maybe it gets a little more hairy. But the bottom line is, I thought yesterday the scoreboard wasn't that indicative of it because it was a 1-run game. I thought we were the better team yesterday. They were clearly the better team today.
What AJ gave you tonight, what do you like about your pitching going into the finale?
Well, then it makes a couple guys completely fresh that probably need to be that way in order to perform at their best. And then, Franklin and Snead and Loy are always guys that are eager to go and are resilient, call it stamina-wise. But to have them have a break, it certainly helps. Loy's a tough one. He did his job getting the lefty. You got a switch hitter up, had 2 strikes on the guy, and just doesn't quite get the pitch he wants. So that was a tough one, but 2 very short outings for him. So AJ helped us, and he helped himself.
Tegan start tomorrow.
More than likely. And, like all Sundays, it's going to be a team effort, whether it be the guys in the dugout, as you mentioned, or just in pregame in general. And then there's going to be 9 innings or maybe more that need to be filled by Tegan and other guys. And then our offense, we need contribution from everybody, whether it's a hit by pitch or just a 2-strike battle or whatever. But they scored 2 innings where they scored in bunches, and 2 is nice. It's better than 1, but that's not considered a big inning. And we had too many blank spots, and I'm not talking about hits. I don't even look at the hits. Just quality at bat wise, we had too many blank spots to really get something kind of cooking.
Anything else? All right, thanks,
Thank you.
everybody.
Thanks,
Okay.